I haven't done one of these for a little while, so might be a bit rusty. Join in, let us know where you are, where you're watching from. Any questions, just give us a shout. I thought I'd just do a bit of a live tonight. Got a new build which I am just about to start, and a few other little bits and bobs which I need to get done. So yeah, jump on, say hello, and yeah, we'll get this thing underway. Just get a few tools out, get myself ready. First off, I've just got to put my SCX30 back together. Been doing quite a lot on the SCX30 recently. Really interesting little platform. Hello to anyone that's joining. No real plans for what this is going to be on. Well, I say that. There is a bit of a plan. I have a new build underway. Well, say underway. It's going to be getting underway, hopefully in the next 10 minutes. So I'm just putting a SCX30 back together. Not had the experience of this before, so just trying to learn. It is rather small, as one can imagine. But yeah, say hi, let us know what you're up to. I'm just going to make sure. Is the chat on? If anyone's watching, drop us a message and let us know if the chat is working. I'm just going to try and log on my computer. Sometimes it's a bit easier to see the chats. Dropped a new video today on the SCX30. Hope it is of interest to a few of you. Right, here we go. Here we go, got the chat coming up. There we go. Cool, right. Any questions, give us a shout. Yeah, really had a great time with the SCX30 recently. Got two here. Just dropped a new video on that. Yeah, don't know really what to say. It's not something that I thought I was going to enjoy, but turns out it is, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hello to everyone that is joining us. I think I'm going to be we're going to be deleting a few of these. But yeah, let us know if you've got any questions on this. I have also got another build coming up, which is going to be on the micro buggies. The old Losi micro Bs. I have got a whole, I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see the workbench. Here we go. Let's get the workbench underway. So yeah, we have got a buggy build, stock micro B plus, hello, South, yep. Yeah, hello to everyone that's saying hi. I can't keep up with everyone. So yeah, we have got literally a whole host of parts here to go on the buggy. We have got some RKH alloy parts, which are super nice. You might have seen a little bit on the channel already on these. They are the lightest and nicest aluminium parts I have ever had the pleasure of dealing with. I wouldn't normally put aluminium on the car, but these I'm going to make an exception for. So we've got complete front end. We've also got rear end, we've got, well, got the new tyres from Injora, so excited to try those. We've got rear hubs. They sent me so much stuff. Knuckles, more knuckles. Shock wise, I've gone with the Losis at the moment. I'm figuring that this is going to be the lightest option. I'm very very aware of weight. This build is a racing build, so I want this completely performance orientated. I'm not going to do anything unless it's going to make me faster. So yeah, we've got those at the moment. I also have the upgrades shocks on the way. They are sending me a set of those to test, so that'll be interesting to try those out, see if they're any better than these. They're completely alloy, I think, bar the bottom caps versus these, which have obviously got some plastic components. Whether they're going to be much heavier or not, I don't know. How much better they're going to work, I don't know. I've been extremely happy with the Injora shocks up until now on this build. This is my son's car. The Injora shocks, super smooth. They come with a nice couple of different springs as well. Yeah, you've got loads of tuning options, and yeah, I've been really impressed with those. So well, if these aren't any good, then we'll try the upgrades, and if the upgrades aren't any good, then we'll try go back to the Enduras again. So yeah, we will see how that plays out. Gone with a carbon fiber chassis for this build again, purely weight saving. I know there's a lot of talk about where you want your weight, but this saves like 6 grams on the whole build, so it kind of, to me, outweighs any negatives. And the way that I've figured it out in my head, I don't think I'm losing anything, so we've gone with those. We've gone with that, so yeah, nice little part that, and I've got it on this one already, and been very happy with it. Links, we have gone with the Losis. I've tried a few. Actually, saying that, I have got RKH ones to try as well, so try both of these. I'm going to put all of this stuff on the scales, see how it all weighs up, and see what's lighter, because that is important. And then we get down to the business end of things. We have got a nice hobby wing, whatever it's called, Mini 28, there you go, another one of those. And then we have got here, obviously, well, I do have the hobby wing motor as well, but I've always thought that this is a little on the large side, so been a bit nervous about putting one of these in. So I have also got, so I'm just going to square the camera up, let's do my head in. I've also got this, which is an MWX 2,500, which I think is probably going to be absolutely plenty. And it is quite a lot smaller. It's the 15mm can versus the 16mm. So let's, just out of interest, pop that on the scales and see what the weight difference is, because that is one of the major factors. So we've got the hobby wing here, 186 grams, going over to the MWX, which is only 176. No, that didn't work. I'm just trying to calculate the difference. Sorry, I'm missing the point at this angle, I can't see it. 18.6 versus... Yeah, so actually there is only a gram difference in the two motors, which well, a gram's a gram. It's a lot smaller diameter, so it's going to be sitting lower down hopefully, so I guess that's a win. Not as much of a win as I was hoping, not for the price anyway, but we'll try them anyway. I think the this is the 3,500 kV. I think that's going to be way too much for the track that we use it on. So I think the 2.5, this is 2.5. So I think this is going to be better suited anyway, but we'll try them out, see how they go. And then the thing that has been taking me so long to try and figure out is the servo, purely because I prefer to run okay, they've made this adult proof. Come on. Coming out your box. What's going on? Get it out the box later. So. Here we go. Sorry, just cutting it open. There we go. Yeah, simply because I wanted to make sure I still ran a servo saver, because at 40 odd quid a pop, I didn't want to smash it up. Didn't want to smash the gears up, so wanted to stick with a servo saver. So this servo versus the standard one, it took a while to track this down. The standard one of these comes as a 20 tooth spline. So this one, however, is the 15 tooth, and the only servo saver that I could find that was the right length was this one, which is the Injora one. So I kind of went off the 15 tooth spline Injora servo horn on this servo. Now I did test the Injora servo for this. However, the performance wasn't quite where I wanted it to be, and it was quite a lot bigger and heavier, and it wasn't a huge gain over the stock one. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at really. Any questions on the build and what I'm going to do, just drop us a message, let us know. But that is pretty much it, and I'm very tempted to get this build underway and start stripping this car down to do it. Now, what are we going to use from this car and what we're going to get rid of? Well, there's not going to be a huge amount left. Transmission. I think that's pretty much going to be the only thing that's left. Side rails we're going to be needing. Front end, I was saying that. Front end. Shock towers. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do carbon or not. I've got carbon. The only issue with the carbon ones is that the rear has an aluminium mount, which is a little on the heavy side. So not too sure if I should go with that or not. But we shall see when we do the build, because we will weigh everything as it's going on. And why not, let's just weigh this car now and see where we're at the moment, and then we can see as well at the end where we end up at. So let's get a little stand out, pop him on there, zero everything up, body, Hello to everyone that is watching and tuned in. Haven't done one of these lives for a little while, but got so much going on at the moment, both with this and personal life. Super busy. Okay, so we are at 130.5. Now I'm going to make a note of that because we can come back to that at the end of the build. There we go. Okay, so let's start the strip down. Give us a shout if anyone has got any questions on any of the parts that we're going to be using. As I said, a lot of this, well, some of this stuff has been donated or sponsored as such. A lot of it I've had to buy myself. It's taken me probably the best part of 4-5 months to accumulate all of this, simply due to the cost and trying to find a few of the bits a bit tricky. But I think we're there now and we have got everything that we need. We are going to have to do a bit of 3D printing and do a few custom bits. Servo mount I think is going to be the main thing that we're going to need to do. Yeah, let's get this going. Just realised I do need a top plate of some sort, so if anyone's got any suggestions for what top plate to use, let us know. I have tried the Injora one, it was a little on the heavy side. If there was a carbon one out there, I would be very interested. Otherwise, maybe we will end up machining one ourselves or printing something, or just using the plastic one, to be honest. Got no issues with using plastic parts if they do the job. My main gripe about this car is the amount of slop. But saying that, I still believe that this Sussex Micro B at the moment has to be one of the best RC cars that you can buy for value for money and performance, kind of coming from a racing aspect, or certainly a buggy aspect, off-road aspect. I'd love to hear if anyone has got any suggestions on that, comments on that. Is this the best value for money / performance, value for performance RC car that they can think of? Because I don't know a better one. I've had so much fun with this thing, and for $100 you really, well, as I say, I can't think of anything else that I'd rather drive. Obviously we've got the SCX 30s right here. They're $100 too, but I would still rather drive the buggy, and I think the performance is still better on the buggies. Yeah. Once again, hello to everyone that is watching. Give us a shout, let us know where you're watching from. I'm obviously in the UK. It is, I think it's coming up to 10 o'clock at night. I've got a bit of a quiet house tonight, so I thought I would just jump behind the camera and do a little bit of a build. Losi is cheaper than the Micro B. Microbe, sorry. Wow, that surprises me. Certainly over here in the UK, actually I think they're almost identical in price. No, maybe well, I'm talking Spec B because I haven't really paid much attention to the Microbe, as it kind of is the same as the Spec B, but Interestingly, I have been speaking with Scott from Hobby Plus. There's going to be an update on the Spec B on the channel coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. I am waiting for a shipment to come. It is somewhere a long way away at the moment, but hopefully in the next week, fingers crossed, I will have it and I can take a look, and then yeah, I will give everyone an update as soon as I've got things sorted. Yeah, I mean, £10, £10, €10, $10 on a $100 car, percentage-wise, is a lot. But at the same point, it's only $10. This is where the update on the Spec B is going to be really interesting. At the moment, the Spec B had a few issues, and yeah, I don't think I really got a full thing of the potential of it. It feels a very nice car. It was just really lacking in power, and the steering kept on popping off and stuff like that. So I can't wait to try the new parts, and considering the sort of beefiness that the whole Spec B is, performance is quite promising. It's a solid car. I was talking to Scott, I think, who was the designer, or one of the designers behind it, and he was like, yeah, just go give it hell at a skate park. So he's obviously very confident behind it, behind the build quality on it. Hi David, the Injora 15-tooth servo saver. No, unfortunately it is not sold separately. Obviously I've got quite a good contact with Injora now, and I did ask if they could send me another one. However, Injora are a great company to work with. They've been so helpful and so accommodating. I'm pretty sure if you drop them an email or a message on Facebook, Mika is the guy behind the Facebook page, I think. Drop him a message on there or on one of their posts. They're really good at replying to those too, and say, can I buy a servo saver, 15-tooth servo saver, and I'm pretty sure they will sort you out in some shape or form. I know a lot of people that would buy one if it was on their website, and I'll drop him a message as well tomorrow, and ask if they can put it on their website, because yeah, it would be a handy thing to have available. Right, we are getting there with this breakdown. Any more questions, just give us a shout on any of the parts here. I don't mind taking a closer look if anyone wants to see anything. This is where everything all falls apart. No worries, David. As I say, keep in touch and I will let you know if I find out anything. Yeah. I've also got a couple of other servos that I wanted to test. I did a bit of a budget order of servos, and a couple of those came with a 15-tooth spline as well. So I got got these. I don't know if anyone's tried them yet. I have yet to test them. Got that one, which is a Power HD, I think the brand is. I've used their bigger stuff before. This one, which a lot of people recommended, and this Emax one. Emax one was about $20. These two were about $5. So Emax, I think, has got the 15 tooth spline as well. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think this one's got the 15 tooth spline, but all very similar in size. So we've got full range here. $40 or $50, $20, and these two about a $5. So it'll be interesting to see how long these last. I kind of got these for on road, but maybe we'll give them a try in a buggy as well. Right, what do I need to do to get the rest of this off? I need to get the ball studs off. Interested to hear what everyone else is driving. I'm never sure if the watchers are racers, crawlers, bit of everything like myself. There's nothing that I don't mind driving. So here we go, it's going to all fall apart now. I think. No, it's still got more. Still got more. Oh well. Forget how many screws this little car has. For any crawler people out there, I also have a big crawler build that is underneath my desk, and very much waiting on me to get my arse into gear and do a bit of work on the CNC machine for that. So there we go, we are down to a chassis now. Probably going to need these parts because I haven't got anything to replace it with. Okay then. Alright, I'll probably do another 10-15 minutes of this and then I'll probably call it a night. So if you've got any more questions, give us a shout. For anyone who has got one of these buggies, incidentally, while we're on it, the best mod that you can do to this thing as a stock car is the battery tray. Chop the bottom of the battery tray out, lower your battery down 2mm, and the performance gains are absolutely amazing. So if you haven't done that, do that. If you haven't done that, there's also a video on it that I've done. So jump over to the channel, hit the subscribe button while you're there, and follow the video. It's worth every second of the 2 or 3 minutes that it takes. Okay, right, we've got a pile of bits. Should really find something to put those bits in. Here we go. And we shall start some reassembly. Might as well leave those there for the moment. Right. Where do we start? Chassis. Where's it gone? There it is. Carbon chassis, Injora carbon chassis. I think what we might do is just do a bit of an unbagging. Take a look at a few things. So here we go, Injora carbon chassis. Now this is obviously the forged carbon one. I know a lot of people go, oh, it'll be weak. Should have got the standard carbon one. But I am confident enough in this, and to be honest, the forged carbon is probably on the outside only anyway. I'm pretty confident in this not breaking. I know my composites, pretty well. So yeah, we've gone with that, and pretty sure it was about 6 gram saving. About 8 grams and 14.3, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, over 6 grams difference in the two. So out with the aluminium, in with the carbon. Right, now it comes to upgrades. What are we going to run? I've got a couple of options on the front end. I've either got, not those, so we can either go, sorry, just trying to find them all. Well, we can either go full aluminium, or I think, oh, there we go. Or we can go with just the, what do they call them? Caster blocks. And aluminium knuckles. I don't know what you guys would do, but what I like about this is that there is literally no slop in any of it. Now these caster blocks are different. That's interesting. Oh, because these... maybe they've used something different for these. These ones are like so, kind of more styled like the originals, whereas these ones are lighter. There's literally nothing there of these. I don't even know if they're even going to register on the scales. Let's take a look. These are made in Vietnam, I think it is. Really nice chap that sent them. Now you do have to wait a little while for these parts. It's a relatively small business, but .29 of a gram. That's not a whole lot. I'm pretty sure that that is going to be heavier than. Oh, I think I've got a set of stock ones in here. Let's have a look. 0.9 of a gram. No, 0.9. What was that? 0.28. Whoever said aluminium had to be heavy. Here we go. Here's a plastic one. One plastic one. See if I've got another one in here. Two plastic ones. 0.38. Okay, so the aluminium is lighter than the plastic. 0.29. There you go. Interesting fact. If you are interested in those for a stock car, caster blocks, it is this one here. Nothing on the back. Scan that QR code. That'll take you to their website. You can pop a set of those in your basket. And these parts, you might think that they're super expensive, but they're not. They're the complete opposite. I think this full front end runs in at about $30, which is like the price of a set of caster blocks and, I don't know, hubs. They're super well priced, so definitely go check these guys out. So yeah, that is that. So we won't be running these, but, well, maybe I will actually on a different car. Maybe that'll be separate. Might have to get some more knuckles. So these are the knuckles. Again, welcome to anyone that is watching. Join in, say hi, let us know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you. I don't do many of these lives, so yeah. I don't know if we've got any fans from the UK on at the moment. It's getting rather late, so probably not. Okay, here we go. Knuckles. Now again, everything on these things is ball raced. And not only that, again, there's just no slop on them, which is super impressive. So let's pop these on. Now, one thing I would say is that the hardware is crossheads. Don't know why they've done that. I feel like changing it. Should I change it or should I leave it stock? Oh, sorry, there's a question there. Looking at the size of the screws I get. Mini Zs. Oh, these are big compared to the Mini Z. Sorry, the Mini Z is big compared to this. Yeah, these are positively huge. I do a lot of Mini Z stuff. If you're new to the channel, I run a Mini Z club. We race every Monday night, but we alternate between Mini Zs and off-road buggies. I do like the on-road stuff. I don't know whether I should stick with this or should I go over to some other hardware. I might just grab my other box of hardware quickly. 2 seconds, we will be back. When I find it. Right. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll be running this somewhere around. I've got a whole box of hardware for these, but we'll Loctite them. They'll be fine. They haven't got to be tight. Right, let's get this the right way around. Now we've got a nice lot of height or length on the ball studs there, so that will allow us to get some spaces in there if we need to. It's always fun working on these, and I've got to admit, well, having just started working on the SCX 30s, if you get awkward and funny about working on a Mini Z, SCX 30s out the window. That's a whole new game. Oh my word, this is pretty tricky. Especially trying to do it through a camera. Come on. Give me some support, people. Oh my word. Tips on how to do this. Come on. Here we go. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a big deep breath. I've got an idea if this really doesn't work. Sorry if I go out of shot. It's not because I'm... Come on. No, I have a feeling if this screw goes in, it's staying in. We won't be changing any hardware. And now I know why they didn't include any of this in the front end. Poor people didn't want to build it at the factory. Alright, we've got one side in. Oh, I hope I can get the spindles in from the back. Hello and welcome. Right, we are just taking a look at this new build that I'm doing and working on, aiming for the best micro buggy that is possible to build from what is available on the market. That's all fairly free. I'm wondering whether I need some washers in there. The tiniest bit of slop. Getting these. Yeah. I reckon I could probably get a little washer in there. Actually, did they even come with anything? It wouldn't surprise me if they came with some. Did get those. No, don't think I got any washers. Where's the bag? No, didn't get any washers. I have got some shims here. They're not going to work though. Need some small ones. Just adjusting the height of these screws pushes and pulls it between the two. Everything's, I think that's free enough. Well, There you go. Let's try the other side as well. I think this build is going to take a little longer than I hoped, but there you go. We'll see how far we get. We might just end up doing this front end and calling it a night. Had a couple of new videos go out over the last week or so, so if you haven't checked those out, let us know if you're new to the channel. I haven't done one of these live streams for a while, and I was actually on a bit of a YouTube, I don't know what it was called. It was some sort of thing they put on, like a forum-y thing for growing YouTube channels, and it was quite interesting learning about this format, so spurred me on to do another live stream. Quite nice to meet a few more people on the chat. Answer any questions that people have. Sorry, going out of screen. This really is more awkward than you could ever imagine. I've got to admit, it's giving me a bit of a headache. Quite literally. Now, it's a good job I'm not doing this at the track, because, well, take me all night. If anyone's got any ideas other than breathe, I'd love to hear them. It just occurred to me, I hope I've not got a left and a right hand side. Don't think they're left and right hand sided, luckily. Let's see if we can work something out. No, it's going to be too big, isn't it? Too big. Oh, rubbish. What about... Ah, there we go. This could work. Is it going to help though? I don't know. We could be onto a winner here, people. We could be onto a winner. Look at that. Yes. There we go. There we go. There you go, top tip. So if you have just joined us, hello, we are starting a new build. And this is the RKH or Rack on Heli parts. It's like a fine bit of jewellery. Beautiful little parts. extremely lightweight compared to a lot of aluminium that you get normally. I'm going to do a quick weigh of this. We've got bearings in there as well. 105.4. I'm just writing all these down. These spindles. There we go. So that is that. For a bit of a comparison, let's just take this apart and see what some of this weighs. I am very intrigued to find out. So we need to make sure we've got everything that... Oh, sorry for that. Need to just make sure that we've got the same components on here as we do the new ones. So let's take these wheels off, lose those. We've got bearings in there, so we'll keep those in there. Just need to get the axle shafts out. Here we go. Apologies if I knock the camera. Okay, so I think we have got an identical setup now. We were at 105 grams for the aluminium, 105.5. We have got, as far as I can tell, actually we've got one extra part on that. Let's keep this fair. Let's keep this fair. 98 we're at now. And for stock, what's that way? Place your bets. Is it going to be heavier or is it going to be lighter? Oh, I'm going to go. What's your guesses, people? Heavier or lighter? I think it's lighter. It is lighter. But how much? I'm going 70, 76. Here we go, let's find out. 71 grams for the plastic. It's 97. Okay, so we are heavier by 98. 2.65 grams, is that right? That's 0. 2.6 grams. No. What's going on there? I'm getting a funny reading. $99.8. It would help if I was looking straight down on it. 9.8 and 7.1. Sorry about that. Call me stupid. Yeah, so .6 grams difference. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot different. What do you guys think? To me, I'm thinking the weight is low down, so not such an issue. We've already saved 6 grams off the chassis, which is in a similar sort of position. So does that cancel it out? You know, yeah, I mean, to me, you know, it's a little bit lower on the chassis than it is here, but it's not like it's weight up high, which is my real concern and worry about. So I think I'm happy to use that without any concerns whatsoever. So I don't think I'm going to get into this tonight. It's already pretty late. Let's does anyone want to see any more? If you do want to see some more, give us a shout out. Otherwise, I think I might end this here and start this with a fresh brain tomorrow. Anyone got any questions? No questions. In that case, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Look out for a video on this coming up very soon. We have got a whole stack of upgrades to fit to this car. I think it's going to turn out pretty killer. Pretty confident in all of these parts. If you've got any suggestions for any other parts that you think I should try that are better than what I've got here, I would love to hear. After all, we are trying to build the world's best micro buggy. What you working on? We are working on the world's best lossy micro B. I say that lightly. I want to build the best car for racing. See how far we can push these little buggies. I find them so much fun. I'm not sure whether all these upgrades are gonna make any difference whatsoever, but there is only one way to find out. We race this coming Monday, so I'm hoping to have this all built up by then, and do some testing on it. A load of people have just joined, so I might as well just go through what we're doing. So we've taken tonight a stock micro B and stripped it down, and we are going to put all of these upgrades on there. Lots of stuff from RKH, Heli, some stuff from Injora. We've got wheels and tires from Injora, carbon chassis from Injora, shocks from Losi, and upgrades. They are on the way, so we'll be testing those. Brushless motor from Hobby Wing, or sorry, brushless ESC from Hobby Wing, and brushless motor from MWX, 2,500 kV. I am not going to be doing this all live. It will be a full-length video I thought I'd just get it started tonight. I slightly underestimated how long it's all going to take. I always underestimate how long it's all going to take, so I don't think I can manage it. It's already about 11 o'clock here at night, so I think I'm going to call it a night for tonight, but stay tuned. I will, if people want it, do some more lives on the build, on this build, perhaps on some other builds. I've got another build as well lined up, so if you are interested, let us know. But otherwise, stay tuned on the channel. There will be updates. But yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night, everyone. I will see you all soon.